So continuing to field more questions here for USMLE. I have a student who says he or she is about halfway through UWorld and cannot retain the material he or she is going through, okay, and wants tips on better memorizing / retaining information. Look, I've made prior clips on this stuff as far as how it's normal to remember, forget, but to give you some concrete value as far as how can you better retain the information you attempt to study, okay? Before we get started, I'm going to be an asshole like I usually am. Tell you to subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. Help grow this channel. Share with one of your friends prepping for USMLE. Help bring awareness to this channel. Hit the like button. Hit the bell if you want notifications. Find me on Instagram, Melman_medical, MEHLMAN_medical. Link is down below. And find me on Telegram. Recently created a Telegram group and channel. The links are down below. Now let me address the fucking question from this student as far as how to better retain information. You're about halfway through UWorld right now. You feel like you're not able to memorize anything. Do I have any tips? Look, I think, and as I said, I've talked about this in prior clips, one of the most important things to do is actually an important don't, which is you do not want to convert every little thing you do into Anki cards. People get very emotional when we talk about certain topics, and Anki is one of them. Okay, UWorld usage is another. Now, Anki has a time and place if you are very far out from your exam. I'd say at least 12 months out, okay? Why do I say that? It's because Anki is a big drain of time, and your score ultimately is going to be more tied in to how many questions you get through in QBank and your ability to learn the NBME material. That's much more important than converting things into Anki cards. Now, some students say, but yeah, you're not really answering my question though. Maybe I'm going through QBank and I go through the NBME material and I'm still not remembering anything. Like, how am I actually going to retain the information? And the answer is, you have to just, and some students are not going to like this answer, but a skill you have to learn is to become comfortable with moving on without feeling overly comfortable. Okay, so for example, students who like to make Anki cards, at what point do you subjectively feel like you know the material enough to move on? Where you can go through the Anki card 5 fucking times, you say, okay, I feel good now, like I'm ready to move on. I've noticed with students that one of the biggest impediments to their progress through QBank and the NBME material is not being able to move fast enough because subjectively they just don't feel like they know certain information well enough, okay? I'm okay with you repeatedly getting the same fucking information / questions wrong in QBank if you are at least making progress and you are trying to read the explanations. Recognize that remembering, forgetting is normal for everybody. It doesn't matter how high you're scoring. You will always be forgetting information. That's really, really, really important, okay? So don't worry if you are starting to become concerned that you're not retaining the information as well as you'd hope. It's normal for everybody, no matter how high you're scoring, to remember and forget. Do not convert information into Anki cards. Just become comfortable with reading and moving on, and recognize that your score in the end is largely going to be tied to how many questions you're able to get through during your prep and how well you know the NBME material. You know the deal. I'm going to continue making more content. If you like my stuff, subscribe to my channel. And I appreciate your time. That's it.